we've all received so much over the years that you want to give back something. But what? What can you possibly give back? It's my covenant now to call up the Rish Kollel, or Moshe Spiro, to say a few words and make a presentation to the Rish Kollel and Rebbetzin.
Shus the Rosh HaKollel, Rabbanim, Chavri HaKollel, B'chol HaKol HaKadosh Hazeh. The pasuk in the end of Parshas Baloischa describes how Miriam and Avio received tzaras and was put into seclusion. Rashi there brings from Chazal that Klal Yisrael waited for her. She received this chus as a reward for having waited for Moshe Rabbeinu in the Nile River. The question may be asked, why is she receiving this reward 80 years after the fact? Surely there were more opportunities that presented themselves previously for her to have been rewarded. Explains the Sefer Shemin HaTov. In order to be Makir Tov, to express gratitude, one can only do so when you properly understand the depth of the Tova, the good that was received. In the event that preceded Miriam receiving tzaras, she had spoken about Moshe Rabbeinu. And Hashem told her Moshe Rabbeinu was on a different level. Pel, Peh, Daber Bay, I speak to him person to person. And only then did she understand what the level of Moshe Rabbeinu is. And therefore, only at that time can Klal Yisrael, the Jewish people, begin to properly express their Hakaras HaTov for everything that Moshe Rabbeinu did for them by waiting for Miriam, who saved Moshe Rabbeinu's life. I think everybody here, especially those who were here in the beginning of the founding of the Kollel, if you would ask them to try to envision what would be the future success of the Kollel, I don't think any one of them would be able to describe what we have here today, the incredible place of Torah, the Makom Torah that became Minneapolis community. But here tonight, standing 25 years after the fact, we can look back and appreciate the tremendous gift that Rabbi and Mrs. Gibber gave the Minneapolis community for 25 years. And now is the time to express our Hakaras HaTov properly. Much has been said in the speeches tonight and over the Shabbos about how the community at large has been transformed by the Kollel. I just want to take 2 minutes to describe what it's like from the Beis Medrash on behalf of myself and the Chashav Chavri HaKollel, the Heilige B'nai Aliyah, that are sitting here, both former and current. Each and every one of us feels in the Beis Medrash the tremendous love that Rabbi Gibber feels towards each and every one of us as an individual. We all appreciate our strengths, and we appreciate what we could become just from looking at him and his engrossment in the study of Torah. Many of us, maybe all of us even, have had the opportunity more than once to try to approach him while he's sitting at the desk in the front. Sometimes we stand there for 1 minute, sometimes 2 minutes, and sometimes we leave without having gotten his attention. Our question perhaps unanswered, but we gleaned a lifetime lesson of what does it mean to be occupied with Torah study, with Torah learning. These lessons that we all were zeicha, we merited day in, day out, will remain with us forever, indelibly stamped into our neshamas and our hearts. And for this, we have to be Makir Tov to the Rebbeinu Shalom first and foremost, for giving us this tremendous, tremendous chus to have grown under his tutelage. But also, of course, to the Rosh Kollel Shlita for giving us this tremendous, tremendous chus of being in His, basking in His presence. Just by being with Him, the whole atmosphere of the Beis Medrash is uplifted. And that is something that will remain with all of us forever and ever. Before we call up for the presentation, I just wanted to conclude that Be'ezras Hashem, the Kollel will continue to grow based on the guidelines and the foundational years that the Rosh Kollel and the Rebbetzin laid down. And their schus will continue to stand by the Kollel in many more future years of growth. We conclude with a bracha on behalf of all of us that it should be Zaycha Ta'arichas Yamim V'Shanim, many long and healthy and happy years, Gesundte years, deriving much nachas from their mishpacha, and that's our bracha to them as they embark on their next endeavor. Before we call up the Rosh Kollel to give them a bracha, we just want to present him with a token, merely a token of our appreciation.
I want to ask Rabbi Greenberg and Rabbi Kolatsky to come join us as representatives of the community and also of the Kehillah and presenting this gift to the Rosh Kollel and Rebbetzin. Now, before we take a picture, I just want to explain something. One of the things that we've all heard from Rabbi Gibber is how to influence other people. There's two different ways to influence. A person could take what they have and pour it into other people. Their glass of wine they can pour into everybody else's glass. But by doing so, they deplete themselves. Another way to influence, you'd say in the name of the Vilna Gaon, is to continually pour wine into your own glass until it overflows and spills out and waters everybody around. And if there's anything that the givers exemplify, it's this gain of constantly pouring and pouring and pouring into their own glass and letting it spill out and touch all of us. And this is our small token and presentation to you. So who can possibly introduce the Rosh Kollel? Definitely not me. The only way I saw fit to properly introduce the Rosh Kollel is to go back to where the Rosh Kollel came from Yeshivas Ner Yisrael. Now, we couldn't go to the Rosh Yeshivas, the Rosh Kollel's Rebbeim, Rav Mendel Kaplan, Rabbi Kalevsky, Rav Ruderman, but we have a special tribute, a special introduction for the Rosh Kollel.